Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Grogan with Position Studios, and in this video I want to talk about the importance of getting your microphone on your camera, because right now I don't have my microphone up there because my microphone is right here. I'll be back with the microphone plugged in. Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Grogan with Position Studios, and today I wanted to put a video together really to do a couple of things. To highlight some of my music that you guys can actually purchase or you can listen to on your favorite streaming programs or platforms or whatever you call it. So Pandora, Spotify, all that kind of stuff. And also I wanted to stress the importance of having ownership of things like hobbies and fun things in recovery, because I think a lot of us, we focus so much on what we're not able to do that we don't really consider the things that we're able to do. And to be honest, the things that we probably really enjoy more than our addiction. I actually walked through a lot of my addiction while I played guitar, and I got to the point where in the old bands that I was in, I couldn't perform unless I had alcohol. And that didn't really have anything to do with my ability to perform on my instrument. It had to do with my ability to face life and to face a public or an audience with just being kind of self-centered and self-focused. I'd get really nervous and I couldn't play. And so I always had to drink. Well, ultimately, through the later portion of my addiction and probably some of the best playing that I had, I actually became dependent on playing my instrument while I was intoxicated, because that's all I did. For many years, I couldn't even play my instrument until I drank. And that's not to say that I was completely wasted. What I'm saying is I would take a couple of shots and I would start playing guitar, and a few hours into it I would then get hammered and I couldn't play anymore. But my peak time was within the first about hour or so, and it just kept escalating until I only had about 15 minutes of peak time before I was completely trashed. The same thing went with my band. In fact, members of my band, when you're playing in a metal band and people in your band are telling you you have a problem, you probably got a problem. So I wanted to highlight a piece that's really it's really important to me, and that is it's a piece called Overcoming. Now, when I composed this piece, it was originally called Relapse, and since then I called it Relapse because you'll notice the tune goes kind of in and out of go into distortion, and it'll get softened up a little bit, and it'll come back and forth. And as you're listening to it, you'll see how it's kind of going back and forth. Well, later in my life, I would rename this because it wasn't about relapsing anymore. It was about overcoming, and it was the struggle to overcome the darkness. And so within the piece, you'll actually see, or you'll hear, how there's a symphonic section at the end, and it's trying to break through. So there's a melody that will appear in the middle of the track, and then towards the end it will come full and it'll be strings, but it starts off distortion. And in the very beginning, it's this kind of screechy sound, and so you'll see how the piece transitions. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of encouragement and to just talk a little bit about this piece. So as I'm playing this, I'm gonna play it raw, and you're gonna hear it, and I'm gonna dip in and out of the produced track, so you'll feel like I'm playing live. Also, you're gonna get the sound quality of the finished track. You can, my tracks are available. Just search Jeremy Grogan. The album title is Uncovered. You can find it on Pandora, Spotify, YouTube Music. I believe it's on Apple Music and Deezer. Honestly, guys, I have no idea what Deezer is. It was just when I set my music up to get published, it went on there. So maybe Deezer's cool. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think of the track. There's plenty of other tracks. I plan to do a separate video for each track in the future. I don't know, I'm not gonna do them all at once. I'd like to spread it out a little bit. All right, here we go, guys. Alright, there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the track. Go pick up a copy yourself on Apple Music. You can buy it on positionstudios.com as well. The whole album, you can buy it. You can stream it if you're already paying for services from Deezer, like Amazon, YouTube Music, Spotify, and Pandora. You can have the tracks for yourself. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. And until next time, remember, many are called, but you are positioned. All right, see you guys.